shut down the economy. I'm not going to shut down the country. I'm going to shut down the virus.
All right, there you go. He didn't shut down the virus, and now we're learning the vaccines aren't working for this latest variant.
Okay, that is a show, Fox and Friends, that has millions of daily viewers, and what she just said and will experience very little pushback for, and certainly no actual repercussions, is 100% wrong. It would be fair to say that it is having more difficult in comparison to previous variants. It is so fundamentally and purposefully dishonest to say that it's not working on this variant. As of right now, vaccinated people overall reduce their risk of hospitalization 13 times over and reduce the risk of death 14 times over unvaccinated people. If you want to say that it is distressing or disappointing that you can still get COVID in comparison to previous ones, which were a little bit harder to have breakthrough cases, that is fine. But to say they're not working, when fundamentally the most important way that they could work is to stop you from going to an early grave, is so irresponsible. And they'll just move on with their fun, casual morning show.
I thought it wasn't real. I thought COVID was overblown and it wasn't really a big deal, and everyone's just, it's a cold, you survive it, it's fine. Oh my gosh. So what if your uncle died? Like since when do they care? Since when do they care that he promised he would wipe out the virus and then he didn't? But also, here's my honest opinion. Biden should have never said that kind of stuff about the pandemic. Yeah, here's an unprecedented, once in a lifetime global pandemic and I'm gonna wipe it out. No. And the fact that he's doubled down only on the vaccine, which is absolutely something that needs to be promoted in every which way, but is not, say, mandating or allowing for hazard pay or paid time off to get that vaccine, or imploring all the different ways that we can support people to get vaccinated and to take the days off if they need to take a day off from whatever kinds of side effects that they might feel. Like, so again, I hate how arrogant Biden has been about the vaccine and about the COVID and somehow getting it under control, and so kind of pretending that, yeah, man, you put all your eggs in the vaccine basket and it hasn't worked out. And there are breakthrough cases, and absolutely it prevents against severe hospitalization and death. But you need a broader strategy. You need a public health strategy. It can't just be about this one thing.
Definitely, yeah. And I think along the way you can acknowledge that we warned about this. We warned about creating a worldwide petri dish that new variants could spring up from, that'll either be more deadly like Delta was, or more transmissible and more able to evade vaccine protection like Omicron. We said this. But again, yes, you can't stick with we're just gonna do vaccination. And look, they're sending out tests finally, begrudgingly. They're gonna send out masks finally on maybe the 2-year anniversary of the pandemic. We'll finally get masks sent to us by the government. That's cool, great success there by the government. But anyway, do not listen to the hype. And we had people, not only claiming that the vaccine didn't matter, that was proven by Omicron, so irresponsible, and not just on the right. But we had people saying that Omicron's not so bad, so pandemic's over. That's how we greeted the new year, was, oh good that Omicron is here because it's not serious, you don't have to take it seriously. Yeah, go tell that to a hospital right now. And people are we're losing 2,000 people a day again after the pandemic is over. That was Gutfeld, and again, not just people on the right claiming that.
And ask them what they watch on what their favorite show is, and it's going to be Fox and Friends.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I hope that Ainsley Earhart, whatever the hell her name is, woman who somehow dates Sean Hannity. I hope that. I mean, is she donating to hospitals? Is she gonna go help out? Why don't you get on the front lines and help all the people that you misled as they're sick and dying and on ventilators right now?
Yeah. So again, it helps a ton. 2 more important points though to add on to this. One is CDC released new data just yesterday about the effect of the different vaccines. They say Moderna's COVID-19 vaccine provided the most robust protection against Delta infections. Pfizer's came in second best, and J&J trailed both of them, according to a large study of more than 1.1 million adults conducted between May and November of last year in New York and California. That's largely in line with what we've heard before. That was before boosters, by the way. So again, get your booster, especially if, like me, you had J&J, which doesn't provide as much protection. The other is, you've been told potentially, if you watch right-wing media, that COVID's bad or whatever, but the vaccine's much worse. I mean, look at the VAERS database after all. Well, new claim, you are 200 times more likely to die from taking aspirin than from COVID vaccine. That's according to Nathan Grell's health physician in the University of Melbourne. So yes, any medicine can have side effects, including many of the medicines that you take literally every day and you do not like break down American society over.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.